start of videos are like literally the hardest part. And I hate them. I hate intros. I hate starting things. And to be fair, like starting anything for me is like the hardest part of anything. So I'm a bit worried because it's like 8:20 p.m. and if you hear noises in the background, that's Ruby, my rabbit. And I don't know, normally I'm like in my bedroom and it's a bit more like closed off when I make videos, but I can't really remember why I'm like here right now, like in this area, but I think it's a little bit of a vibe, so I'm going to start off with some disclaimers, I guess. Disclaimer number 1, I am intoxicated when I'm making this video, so I might sound really weird, and if this is your first time watching me, I'm so sorry. Please go watch another video before you watch this one. Disclaimer number 2, I do not support and I don't encourage and I don't fuck with like excessive and constant drinking. So I don't know, I just have to put that out there because I don't want anyone thinking that like I'm encouraging it or anything like that. And this is gonna be a very vulnerable video probably because like I know if Dylan watched this, he'd be like, why the fuck are you putting this out there for people to see? And I think, although he has a point, because stuff like this can be like used against you and it's not a good look and it can affect lots of things and whatever. At the same time, I think being honest and like showcasing all different parts, well, not showcasing, but the whole purpose of this YouTube channel and me making videos is to not lie. It's to be like vulnerable, I guess. It's to like be uncomfortable. It's to show things that other people might not show. And if you wanted to watch like perfectly curated and I don't know, happy videos and like, I mean, although I'm happy, if you wanted to watch someone creating an image of themselves that is really positive and like overwhelmingly healthy, then there are millions of people to watch and I don't want to be one of them. So I'm so like, it's just not me, it's not who I am. I am not one of those people that's like, spend the day with me and that's like, I'm going to the spa and then after that I'm gonna go do this and then I've really struggled with cleaning my room, so I'm gonna clean my room. Like, I'm so uncomfortable with sharing like the lows of myself because like, you know, what if one day someone watches this and like they're like, oh, I don't want to this is so weird, why is she posting this, I'm gonna show everyone, and then like I'm like worried it'll affect like my career or my future or whatever. But then at the same time, sometimes I think stuff like that is like a social construct and nothing really matters. Like the only thing that's important is human experience. So I don't know, hopefully that makes sense. I have no direction of what I want to talk about. There's no point to me making this video apart from, yeah, no, there's no point. So I'm sorry, this is probably gonna be all over the place, but we'll see how we go. I am having, I don't know if I can show it, like, cause am I allowed to show like beverages on YouTube? I don't know, because people don't show it, and I'm like, maybe there's a reason why they don't. So maybe I won't show like specifically, maybe I'll cover something so it's gonna be okay, but my drink of choice is this drink. So I hope you can tell by the can, it is that brand. That's my favorite drink. People think that that's like really gross of me. I don't know, like, it's fine. I don't really care. I don't like the other one, like the Jack. I don't like the Jack. Again, I'm afraid to say like specific names, but and I am all about efficiency, so anything that's like one standard drink is not gonna cut it for me. I'm sorry, I need something a little bit more than that. So let's do a little update, I suppose. I'm a little out of breath. I think because I'm trying to be like quiet. I'm itchy. I've like got bites or something on my legs. And you can't see it, but like Rabbit is like right there, and I'm like patting her. If you see my arms moving, this is me patting her. I put a lot of standards on myself, like high standards, and it might not seem like it, but like I'm actively trying to fight against them. So like even me indulging right now, like having a drink basically, I don't think drinking is healthy, 100%. Like I don't think that that's, like I don't have a drink and I'm like, wow, this is healthy. But I feel like it's unhealthy to ridicule myself for having like times like this. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it's difficult because every time I like make a choice, I have two voices in my head, and like one of them is like what I want to do, and one of them is like what I should do. And then actually I do have a third voice, which is like, what would Dylan think, and like would Dylan be okay with it? And not that he's controlling in any way whatsoever, like he's genuinely not. It's like I love him so much, and he's the, like, I feel so connected to him, and I don't know how to explain it, but he means a lot to me, like more than anything else in the entire world. So there's always like, what would Dylan think in like the back of my head? And I know that he probably wouldn't like me doing this right now, which is hard because I have to like battle with that all the time. Not all the time, because I don't often do things that he like, I guess, wouldn't agree with, but if I like don't allow myself to do something, it has like the opposite effect of what it should have. Like if I say I'm not allowed to drink at all, like I have to be sober, like drinking is bad and I should never do it, then that actually like makes me not like more likely to, I guess, rebel, and like I then feel constricted and like I'm limited, and then I just despise everything, if that makes sense. Again, I don't know if I'm really allowed to show like this, So I'm going to try to cover it up. Don't mind me. This feels really embarrassing actually. I feel like anyway. There wasn't much left in that. Sometimes I like struggle, as we all do. And I think me having like ADHD explains a lot of like behaviors that I have. I'm gonna be so fucking like open and vulnerable right now. I'm probably gonna like shoot myself after this because this should not be like public. There was a period last year where I don't know what was going on. I can't really remember. And well, before I get into that, in general, my memory has been so bad recently. It's like not even funny. I can't remember like anything, and yeah, it's just like shocking. Like I literally have got no clue what's going on. Like I used to have such a good memory, and now I'm just like I can't even remember my own fucking name most days. And before people say like, oh, it's deficiencies or whatever, I literally had to get multiple blood tests, like only not that long ago, like 2 months ago, if that. I had to get like 3 blood tests because I had to get like clearance for my medication for ADHD, and then like random shit flagged. So then I had to get like follow-up blood tests, and I'm fine. Like, and then I take omega-3. Well, I haven't for a while, but like I used to, and then that didn't really do anything. So I don't really know how to explain it, but my memory's so bad. And yesterday I made a video talking, I didn't upload it. I made like 3 videos yesterday. Oh my god, now I want to talk about like 17 things at once. Like talking about things, and I was trying to like remember things, and I was like, I used to be able to remember this and now I can't. Anyway, there was a period in my life, like last year in particular, I think it was last year, it could have been this year, I don't fucking know, man. No, it definitely wasn't this year, it was last year. And I was like struggling with fuck knows what, I literally can't remember, but it was one of the lowest like points in my life. Like it was really bad. And I've been through trauma and abuse and like really bad like childhood, and like this is a different sort of low. Like I think when you're an adult and like you live your own life, there's like different problems that you struggle with compared to childhood. And I don't know what was going on, I'm not sure, but I was drinking a lot, and like a little thing about me. Sometimes I go through these like really intense stages, and I think it's because of my ADHD, but like it's almost like I just like hyper focused, and my whole life like revolves around like a vibe, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, like, but it'll only be for a couple weeks at a time, or maybe a couple of months at most, and it'll be like full on all into whatever this thing is. So, you know, it was like, at one point it was like fitness, which was good for a little bit, but then obviously I burnt out, and it was like I was going to the gym and I was getting my pre-workout and all that shit, right? Or then another thing would be like Harry Potter, which I love and is like one of the things I really, I mean, hello, like I love Harry Potter, but it would be like insane, like obsessed level of Harry Potter. Like other phases would be like I'm really obsessed with like a certain game, or like, and when I'm obsessed with whatever it is, or I'm like in that sort of like, I don't want to say era because I hate that, I feel like it's a performative word, but when I'm in that sort of like time and that like intense like moment of my life, like it's like it just erases everything else. And like sometimes I feel like a chameleon in bad ways, in the sense that like I can adapt and become like so many different like people and like versions of myself, and sometimes like that's great and it's a strength, and then other times it's like I just want to like be stable and like be like one sort of person, because like I'll get into these intense phases, or I used to in particular. It was a lot worse. It was like everything to me at the time, and then like the moment it's done, a couple of days later, I look back at it and I'm like, oh, ew, like cringe. And then it's like I can't even believe a part of that, like a part of me was like so like, I can't believe I was like that, sort of thing. Hopefully that makes sense. And drinking was like one of my phases. Something was happening at the time. That was my fucking rabbit. What the hell? I finished my other drink and I have a spare drink here. And Ruby literally just like threw that off of the fucking little shoe rack that she hangs out on. Anyway, she literally gave that to me. That's a sign. Ooh. I didn't account for it being shaken up. That's okay. So, like, yeah, drinking was one of those phases. And I'm gonna be very, like, as honest as I can be without actually getting myself into trouble. I'm not about to fucking confess anything that I shouldn't confess, but read between the lines. That's all I'm gonna say. So there was one day I was at a place, and then I had scheduled an appointment and I had to go back to this place after the appointment, okay? And I went to the appointment, and right next to where my appointment was is like, it was like a bottle shop, basically, like an alcoholic store. What the fuck are they called? Like liquor store in America, but like what are they called here? I don't know. And I don't know like what came over me. It was like spontaneity, it was like the rush of adrenaline, it was like instant dopamine hit. I was really fucking struggling. I don't know what I was struggling with. It was like burnout. It was like so much pressure at work. It was like, I don't know, man, I hated myself. I hated my body. I hated my life. I hated what was going on. I never felt good enough. I needed to be better and better and better. And I was just never okay. Like, I was never happy. I just need more and more and more. And like, sometimes I feel this like huge like hunger for like intensity. Like, I'm like, I need more. And I feel like a fucking black hole, that just like a bottomless pit that sucks up the life and energy out of everything I can, and not in a way that's like on other people. Like, I don't suck it from other people, I suck it from things. Like, I'll read a book and fucking like, I'll break it down and I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm just like, I drain it. I'm like, I want every single piece and molecule of this thing, and I'm gonna fucking like, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm not making any sense. I just suck the life out of it. And then that's when my phases end, because I'm just like, I've sucked the life out of this thing now. Like I've sucked it all up. And I'm like, okay, my next hit, thank you. Like, what else? Like, I just need more. And like, I don't know how to, if you have like ADHD, hopefully you can understand. It's like you're just like hopping from one thing to another, because you just need that sort of like energy, that freshness, that newness, that adrenaline, that dopamine, that like intensity, like. Anyway, so I was at one place, right, and then I went to my appointment. There was a liquor store. I got randomly, I don't know what it was, like I don't know what came over me, I'm not sure why. I ended up just getting like one drink. And I'm very much all or nothing. And I was like, I'm gonna get like this drink, and technically I probably could show a can to you, but it's like basically bourbon, because that's my favorite. But it's in this like small ass can, and it's like a massive percentage in a small can. So like the can's like 200 milliliters, and it's like 12% alcohol or something. So you have one, and it's like, at the time I drank it quickly to the drive back to the place that I was originally at, where I had to be responsible, by the way. And I got back to the place, and on the drive, so I was driving, and although to be fair, I was like, it was only a really, really, really short drive, so I was not like intoxicated when I was driving. I'm not confessing to that. I mean, and to be fair, that's the truth. Like, I'd put a swear on a Bible, I don't know. And then like it hit me when I like got back to the place. Like, it was hitting me when I was like walking back in, and I was like, whoa. And then it was just like this like fucking surge of adrenaline, where I was like I don't know, it's just what I needed in that moment. It was like finally like a breath of, it was like, I didn't care, like things just felt so much better. And then like problems were arising at this place that I had to deal with, and I was like, no, it is what it, like, it'll be fine, it'll be okay. And then that was the first time that I had like not turned to like alcohol, but that was like the start of it. And then after that, it just like, yeah, it didn't spiral, but it was very much like an intense sort of like, I had to be inebriated like a lot of the time. It was like a way to kind of like give up control, because like when I'm struggling and unhappy with things, I don't want to have control over my life. I don't want to be responsible, because it just feels like too much. Like, I don't know. And when I go through periods where I just feel really overwhelmed, it's like I just like want to be like a puppet, and I just don't want to be, I don't want to perform myself. Like, I want someone else to like, or something else to control me. And I just seek that in like different forms. And I'm like, oh, it's an escape. And I know it's not necessarily healthy, and like it would cause problems in, well, not problems, but you know, it was an issue I had to deal with that affected my relationship, and it was hard. Anyway, I relied on alcohol a lot for a little bit, and I was drinking a lot, and it was in secret, and it was all the time. Again, read between the lines, it was all the time. And no one really knew. Yeah, I think Dylan knew that I was like acting different. And I can't, that like, I think it was like about 2 months, or maybe, I think it was a month that I was like really, really bad for, and then it was like the second month I was still like, I was getting better and everything, but I don't think I was not an alcoholic. I don't even know if it's possible to be like an alcoholic for like such a short amount of time, but we're talking every single day, like every single day, every day, all the time. And I was just living like life for a little bit, like just like I was in my, I wasn't even there. I was not there, and I can't remember it. Like I can't remember half the shit that I fucking did. I can't remember being responsible at the places I was meant to be responsible at, and I can't remember, I just can't remember, man. And it's like, I think people might think it would be embarrassing saying all that, like you shouldn't tell people that, and why would you want people to know? But I think it's human, and I think we as people talk so much about all of our positives and all of our wins, which we absolutely should, and we should like acknowledge all of those things and be proud of them and like spread positivity and happiness. But you know, like I think it's like absolutely fucked up that on social media and stuff you see only the good parts, man. And then when people are like vulnerable and do like an actual like a vulnerable post, and I was like, and they're like, oh, I was really struggling with like anxiety and mental health or whatever, which they were, but it's like not like actual vulnerable. Like people won't genuinely like show like core problems that they struggle with or like low points, and it makes people feel isolated, because like people like me, like I want to feel connected to other people, and I don't feel connected to anyone who's not authentic. So yeah, it's not a good look, me not being sober in front of a camera and talking about how I struggle with something and like pointing out like heaps of negatives about myself. But I think like it's who I am, and it's important to kind of acknowledge those bits as well. So I ended up getting better, obviously, and then when I got I was struggling a lot with like these intense like things. I haven't really talked in depth about, like, I know I keep talking about it, and every time I say ADHD, I just want to like shoot myself, because I'm like, no one fucking cares, honey. And it feels like I'm not allowed to talk about it because it's annoying. And the reason why I think that is because the people that constantly talk about their own issues and their own problems, like, oh my god, I'm actually gonna be a bit mean right now, but you know, there's people that's like, oh, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the people that just like constantly like talk, and then just like, oh, I take this and I do this and I have this and my blah blah, and like instead of it being like a comfortable like honest sort of thing, it's like they're throwing it at you, if that makes sense. I don't know. And there's a few people I know that have their own problems like ADHD or anxiety or depression, but then like they just like throw it at you a few times, and it just, for me, I'm just like, it's not appropriate, and I don't really like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I hope you know what I'm talking about. I hope someone goes, oh my god, yeah, like, you know, the annoying sort of people, and I never want to be those like annoying people. And like I had this issue today, actually I spoke to someone about it, well, someone spoke to me about it. Forgive me, I'm really sorry, I'll get back to the alcohol in a sec, but I'm indulging, I'm not shit-faced, I'm not drunk, I'm a little bit blurred, and I feel okay, alright? I don't know, I don't drink all the time. Anyway, get back to talking about that in a sec, but today at work, someone told me, they were like, oh, this person like mentioned like this and like your ADHD, and they had said that something about it basically, and I was like, why? Like, it felt really like weird to me, because why? Like, it's not like I hide it, and obviously I say, like, I mean, I'm telling you, like, I have, you know, whatever, but I think it's really strange to keep bringing it up, especially when like you make a point to bring it up, and especially when it's not about you. This person that had said it also has ADHD, and it just, I don't know, it wasn't really, they are kind of, to me, one of the people that, they're the ones that like throw it at you all the time, and like, no, I'm not trying to be rude, it's just, you don't need to make it like your whole fucking personality. 100%, it's a massive part. I understand that as someone who struggled with these like issues, and issues involving, I guess, that not knowing, like, I understand, because when I got clarity and I started understanding things, and I looked at it through like the lens of like, oh yeah, I do have an explanation for this, I was like, oh my fucking god. And like, I didn't make it my whole personality, but like, it was, you know, it's like, oh my god, my eyes are open, and like it's like unlocking a different color, I guess. But I don't want to be one of those people that like just puts in every conversation and like makes it like a fucking talking point, like a big focal point. But I also don't want to write it off and feel like I'm not allowed to talk about it, if that makes sense. So fuck's sake. Pardon me, I keep burping because of the fucking drinks. Forgot what I was saying now, but yeah, anyway, basically every time I say like, oh, my ADHD, or I have ADHD, or whatever, not every time, I'm just like, oh my god, shut up. Like, I don't know, it's like conditioning. Like, I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, no one fucking cares. Like, no one cares. But I'm telling you, like, 80% of my issues can like come from that, or like are related to that. And so like, this need for like intense, something you can feel, like stimulating, it's dopamine seeking. That's what fucking ADHD is. So the moment I started medication, I got prescribed with dexamphetamine like straight away. I don't know why that was my first like prescription, but I was just before that, I was like, fuck, I was really struggling with drinking, and I was like, I'm gonna like, I hope I die from alcohol poisoning. Like, I was like, I don't want to be here. And like, there were parts of my life that I appreciated, but I was just literally living on autopilot. I was going to work on autopilot. I was in my relationship on autopilot. I was gaining weight. I didn't want to do anything. My whole life was like, wake up, go to work, go to bed, wake up, go to work, go to bed. Be like fucking blackout for half the conversations I had with people. I can't remember like driving home. Like, it was bad, right? No hobbies, I had nothing. And I was like, I just don't want to fucking be here. And like, drinking was like important to me. I just needed that, just that whole like shut off. Like, I wanted a lobotomy, because it just like, it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And like, it's just, not to sound insane, but like, shut the fuck up. Like, like, shut up. Just this constant noise, man, like constant. And at the time it was like about my weight and like how I was going, and like, this person doesn't like you and you're not doing this enough, and look at how you failed, and you're gaining weight and you look fucking fat, but no you don't, and there's more to life and it doesn't matter. And like, I just kept fucking going and going and going and going and going. And right now I wish I had like the energy to cry and like the emotions to cry, because oh man, it's sometimes I just feel like I just want a fucking lobotomy. And that sounds like an over-exaggeration, but like, no, I'm really not over-exaggerating. Like, I was like, I wish I was religious, because I don't want to make my own decisions. I just want to follow rules. And you know how like religions have like a set of rules. You know, when you're Christian, you have like the 10 Commandments, and like you make a mistake and you pray to Jesus, like whatever. Like I want someone to fucking live my life for me, and I want rules, because nothing felt right and everything was wrong. And I struggle with like decision making. Oh man. I go to a cafe, right? And I was like, there's 4 different foods that I like. Which one should I have? And then I have like almost this like paralyzing sort of, like I'm just like stuck in my brain going through every single, well, if I have this, or if I have that, or should I have this, or do I want that, or what would like it, and it's just like over analyzing and like going through every single different food. It's like, it's a food time, you just fucking pick one. And I just couldn't do it. Like something as simple as like making a decision was like so fucking hard. Because like nothing was ever good. like I can never like do the right thing. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's a fucking food, mate. Like, just eat what you want, but like there was always more to it. Like, it was like catastrophic. I don't know how to explain it. Catastrophic. What's the word? Like, everything was like a catastrophe. Like, it's a single meal in a single day, and I was like, the calories in this, and whether this is healthy for me, and maybe the energy, and then maybe I'm blah blah blah, and then like, what about this drink, and then if I have something sweet, and then maybe I should delay my reaction, and maybe I should reward myself after I do something, and I should have had a shower, and I should have done a workout, and maybe I should do this. And it's like, I don't think I'm really explaining everything, but like I just lack the conviction of every single fucking decision I made. And it was so hard, like every day, like waking up, and I'm like, I wake up, oh my god, I just want to fucking go back to bed or shut my brain off. I don't want to think. This constant fucking cycle, man, of should I have a shower first? Should I brush my teeth first? Maybe I should get something to eat. If I get something to eat, then I might get more tired, and then maybe I should go work out. I should work out because that's what I should do, because that's what's healthy. But I want to go spend money. I want to go shopping because that's what would make me happy. But I need to save money, and I don't know what to buy. And you shouldn't do that, but you should do things that make you feel good. And it's my day off, so I said I should spend some time like doing nothing. But it's my day off, and I have to get this done, and this needs to be done, and like. But no, it's important to take care of yourself, but then self-care is also helping yourself. So, and like it just keeps going. So anyway, medication helped. The moment I took dexamphetamine, I was like, I actually don't really want to drink anymore. It helped so much. And now I'm on something else. I'm on like methylphenidate, which is a different type of ADHD medication, and it's still a stimulant, except it's like digested in a different way, and it doesn't like flood your brain with dopamine. Because, oh man, there's so many issues with my medication. I don't know what's going on. I don't know I just don't get it. I think I prefer dexamphetamine. I don't know. I might ask my doctor to go back to that, because right now, like, I had 3 or 4 doses of methylphenidate today, and I'm just like, again, like I want to drink. Like I never had that. I was telling one of my friends today, I It's like I can tell when my medication's wearing off because I want to drink, because life suddenly starts feeling overwhelming and I just like want to numb it. Not that I'm an alcoholic, and that's why I want to stress. Right now I'm drinking. I have had I think I had one drink yesterday. I think I had 2 drinks 2 days beforehand, but they were really spaced out, and so I didn't even like really feel anything. And then before that, last time I had a drink was like months before. Like, I don't need it. I'm not desperate for it. I'm not relying on it. But I think because I went through that phase of like intense, like I had to, like I relied on it. It's what I did all the time. Now, whenever I drink, if I've had a long day and I'm like, I just want to have a drink, I can feel Dylan judging me, thinking that I'm hiding drinking from him again. I can feel myself thinking like, you shouldn't be doing this. And I just worry, and I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna think this, and you're gonna like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, now I feel like because I had that sort of period in my life where I overdid it, I'm not allowed to have any at all. And I'm struggling right now. I don't know. I can't. Like, there are reasons why, but like, I'm like, I should just be stronger, I suppose. It's not even that bad. I don't know. I think we're all allowed to have like weaknesses, and we're all allowed to have problems, and like sometimes I put so much pressure on myself, and I feel like I'm not allowed to have something wrong with me, because in my head, the moment I admit that I have a problem and I talk about it out loud, and it's like I'm one of those people that just has to have something wrong with them. And I've been told that by other people before, and like that shit fucking sticks with you, man. It doesn't feel like there's like a right answer. Like, there's always like 2 sides of an argument, and there's always justification for both. Like, I feel like I'm perpetually stuck in like a grey area. Like, I have no conviction of one right answer, of one right way, of one like, this is it. Every single thing, action, justification, feeling, reasoning, everything has so many different aspects and is so complicated that my brain feels overwhelmed. And I know I'm gonna sound fucking crazy to some people. Like, me drinking right now, for example, are you gonna justify it? Is it okay? When wouldn't it be okay? Is it good because moderation? Is it bad because of my history? Is it good to give myself grace because I'm allowed to do things like that? Or is it bad because it's enabling behaviors? So it's shit like that. And then no matter what I do, like if I rest, for example, if I take a day off, I'm like, am I being a fucking lazy piece of shit? Or am I giving myself rest? Should I be giving myself self-care by doing things that I don't want to do? Or should I be taking care of myself by letting myself rest? Is resting making me feel good? Or am I actually not able to rest because I'm thinking about all the things that I should be doing? Nothing I choose, nothing I do feels right. Nothing feels like the right answer. no matter what I do, like, I'm just like fucking up. I don't live with that all the fucking time, like 24/7. Like, I don't know how to turn it off. When I'm overwhelmed, when I'm struggling with things like work, like, I just don't know what to do. And I don't even have the energy to cry right now, and I want to cry. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to justify it. I can't understand it. There's just too much going on all the time. There's too many fucking, like, complexities and, like, yeah, so anyway, I just want to break. I want to break. I want to break from being responsible. I don't want to be a manager. I don't want to be a girlfriend. I don't want to be a daughter or a niece or a fucking daughter-in-law or a mom. I don't want to be anything. So that's my story. To kind of summarize and to give an explanation for something for this video, I guess. I'm not, like, depressed. I am overwhelmed, which is, well, I don't even know if I'm overwhelmed. I don't even know what I am. I'm not sure. I'm very sleep deprived. I struggle with sleep all the fucking time, and, like, the nature of my fucking stupid ass job, I have to, like, I'm either waking up at like 3:50 a.m. and, like, starting work at like 5, or I'm going to bed at like 11 p.m. because I'm finishing work at like 9. So, like, my sleep schedule's all over the place, and it's fucking disgusting, and I'm so tired all the time, and I can't get to sleep, and, like, I never feel fully rested. My medication, because it's a stimulant, regardless of whether it's Dex or methylphenidate, the best fucking thing that happened to me ever in terms of energy. I'm not iron deficient, I'm not deficient B12, I'm not, like, caffeine never did anything for me. Since being prescribed these stimulants, it is genuinely, I've never felt any better energy wise. Like, it is fucking life changing, man. Like, beforehand, my brain was so overactive all the fucking time, and my body was like, I'm actually gonna rot here and do fucking nothing, by the way, because I don't have any energy. But I can't sleep because I'm now thinking about everything I'm not doing. But ever since, like, taking stimulants, I'm like, oh my god, man, like, I can do things, and I want to do things, and, like, it's actually not that bad. So good. But the only other thing is like, I can't get to bed sometimes. Like, if I take them too late, I can't sleep, and then that struggles. Like, I'm struggling. Like, I was saying to my friend, like, I need an upper, which is my stimulants, and, like, a downer. Like, anyway, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm just having a night. I'm gonna let myself indulge. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna post this, and I'm gonna be vulnerable, and I'm gonna talk about how the fuck, like, how I was drinking for a little bit, because it's normal, because people go through periods, and that's okay, and, like, I'm not gonna lose my job because of it, and even if I did, it's not gonna be the end of the world, and everything's gonna be fine, and it's gonna be okay. But I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. And I want to show you that you are not alone. Life is fucking messy. Like, I can struggle, you can struggle, we can all struggle, and it's gonna be okay. We're still okay. We're gonna be good people. Just because we're struggling with one thing right now doesn't mean we're not gonna have a happy future, or that tomorrow's gonna be shit, or whatever. Like, it'll be fine. So I'll take one for the team, and I'll be vulnerable for everyone. And Ruby, who hates being picked up, by the way, so she'll probably be pissed off at this. She hates me. Ruby says she's proud of you, so Ruby's proud of me as well. Alright, thanks for watching. I don't know what to title this, I don't even know. Peace out, Girl Scout. Mwah.